The origins of hot cross buns may go back as far as the 12th century. According to the story, an Anglican monk baked the buns and marked them with a cross to honor Good Friday. Over time, they gained popularity and eventually became a symbol of Easter weekend. Welcome to the Bear Pantry Show. If you're looking for authentic Belizean recipes, then you're in the right place. My name is Barbara and this is Cooking Made Simple. You're going to want to start early because this is the kind of bread that needs to rise twice, alright? So let's start off with the dry ingredients. So this is all-purpose flour, granulated white sugar, baking powder. A lot of people don't put baking powder, but I do because it helps the yeast along. This is some cinnamon. Let me take care of the yeast. This is warm water from the faucet. I get it as hot as it'll go. Put the active dry yeast in, steal some of the sugar. Give this a mix and then set this aside for about 6 to 8 minutes. So while that's activating, let me take care of the coconut milk. I'm just going to take this over to the microwave and let this heat up for about a minute or so. Go ahead and screenshot this, guys. This is the ingredients for what we're doing here today. Now let's take care of the dry ingredients. Now if you were putting in raisins, you would put them now, but I'm not going to add any raisins because my kids don't like raisins in the buns. So now let me go ahead and add the butter, just a little bit of butter, and then the vanilla extract, and of course the proof yeast. So you can make a well in the flour if you want to, but you could just toss it in like this. Now just let me go ahead and get this worked in with my hand. And then add my coconut milk, which is now lukewarm. It's not too hot. And just get this worked in. I'm going to spend some time mixing up this dough for you guys today because I want you to see how much liquid you're going to have to add, alright? So we're going to need water, of course, and I'm using some warm water from the faucet. And I'm just pouring in somewhere it's dry. This is why I like messing with dough with my hand because I can feel how wet it is. So I'm feeling some dry spots again. So let me go ahead and add water here. So you don't want to force it. You know what I mean? You don't want to force the dough to come together. You want it to just get wet enough that it wants to come together. Does that make sense? So let me just go ahead and work this in, guys. Piece trying to escape from me. Now I'm cleaning off the bowl like your dough hook would do, right? Yeah, this doesn't need any more liquid. So it's time for the countertop. Now let me get all this dough off my one hand. That's why I always keep one hand dry. And after I get it all off, I'm still going to go ahead and wash my hands and dry them because that makes kneading dough a lot easier. Let me add some flour and just start kneading. Now there's no magic to kneading. You just work the dough on the countertop until it starts getting smooth. If you feel that it's sticky in some parts, put more flour down and just keep rolling it and turning it over like I'm doing right here. Just like this. This is the fun part, guys. I really love handling dough. So now eventually it's going to get smooth enough for you to form a ball like this. I'm going to put it back in the same bowl that I kneaded it up in. And if you don't want it to crack, just go ahead and put some butter or oil on the top of it. Cover it up with a dishcloth. 1 hour later, it is risen. Let me go ahead and dump it out. Now it's time to re-knead. Let me get all these pieces right here. And just start re-kneading. And this is going to release all the air that's trapped in the dough, okay? So now this is going to give me 2 loaves. So let me get my dough cutting tool. Cut it right in 2. But because these are hot cross buns, we're going to need something for the cross. So let me cut off a little piece here and then cut it in 2. Now let me take care of my first loaf. Now these buns are going to be very light in color. They're going to be very light in weight, alright? They're not going to be a very dense bun. But I have a treat for you guys because I'm going to edit another video and upload it shortly after this one. And that one's going to be the heavy bun, alright? Meaning that it's going to be dense. So let me squish this down and then take care of the cross. So just make it like, I guess like a snake, right? And notice that I pin my cross on the bottom of my buns because I don't want them to release in the baking and start slipping off. So I always pin mine on the bottom like this. And let me take care of the second one. And I'm working on a well-floured countertop. Put the one piece of the cross, the next piece, and these are ready. So let me go ahead and get my baking sheet. Let me lightly grease it with some butter. Set the first one on. Here comes the second one. And we're going to cover this up again and let it rise for about an hour or so. So they're ready. The oven is up to temperature at 325 degrees Fahrenheit because with the sweeter breads, you want them to go slow and low. So now this is about 30 minutes later. Not quite done, so I gave it another 15 to 20 minutes. And now they're ready. Let me put them onto the wire cooling rack. And then I have some sugar water, just a little bit of sugar with some water that I'm brushing on here as a glaze. Let me separate these two babies right here. See how the bottom looks? Nice and brown. Let me get them off. So they went for right about 45 to 50 minutes, all right? Look at the beautiful cross on the top. All right, guys, so I'm going to cut this one. When I made this video yesterday, I actually did two recipes. The first one is what I call the light bun. Take a look at this. So it's light in color because we use white sugar, and it's actually light like this in weight. But I know a lot of you are going to ask me, what about the heavy bun, Barbara? Because that's what you're used to if you're Belizean. Don't worry, that video is coming up, the next video that I upload, all right? Because I was going to put them together, but the video got too long. So let's taste. So I'm finishing this video the next day, so Joe and Jada are already ravaged. The first bun. Joe is coming close. I've only put a little bit of butter there because that's what I'm going to bite into. To me, this is sweet enough, but the next bun that I'm going to do is going to be real sweet, all right? Thanks for watching. Check out the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when I upload another video. Also, check out my Belizean cookbook at bearpantryshow.com. Bye now.